If we have to use the nuclear option over this guy, it would be sad. No Democrat can look anybody in the country in the eye and say he's not qualified. And if you're trying to say you shouldn't allow him to pick anybody because of Garland, I don't buy that. In the history of the country, in the last year of a presidential term, one person has been confirmed after the primary process started. We did nothing wrong.
All right, let's bring in Fox News senior judicial analyst. Look who's here, Judge Napolitano.
Didn't we start the day here in the same room?
Yes, we did, the same set, with Stuart Varney talking about the same thing. But you know what? We were talking at the break about how President Obama, I think to get Sotomayor and Elena Kagan, there was just a 51 vote, a simple majority vote in place then, right?
You know, the Senate rules...
So is that fair?
Well, the Senate rules permit any senator to invoke the 60-vote rule. And Senator Jeff Merkley, for whatever reason, Democrat of Oregon, has decided he's going to invoke it. So if he does invoke it, they have two options. One is to change the rule, and if they change it, they can't change it back until 2019. Who knows who'll be controlling the Senate then. Or to come up with a 60-vote majority. Not as difficult as you think. They have 52 votes already, and they have 7 Democrats who oppose the use of the filibuster against any Supreme Court nominee, so they're up to 59. So Senator McConnell just needs one more Democrat to join. Then the 60-vote rule has been complied with. Then they have a simple up or down vote on Judge Gorsuch, and he could be confirmed with 51 or 52 votes. That's probably the path that they're going to take. And they're going to rely on Judge Gorsuch himself to help them get there. Because he is a very persuasive, unassuming, attractive guy when you're one-on-one with him. And he's going to be one-on-one with every Democratic senator that will speak with him.
Yeah, he's engaging. I mean, he's reasonable and rational. I mean, here's what the Democrat opposition part of it is. It's about women's issues. And you heard what Nancy Pelosi said. Why do you think he's the right choice?
He's the right choice because he's the choice that President Trump, when he was candidate, Trump said he would make, which is a worthy successor to Justice Scalia. That means a couple of things. That means a formidable intellect, which Judge Gorsuch has. That means a person faithful to the original public understanding of the Constitution, which Judge Gorsuch believes in. He doesn't believe that judges can change the meaning of the Constitution to suit the needs of the times, as President Clinton and President Obama's nominees on the court mean. I think he also means someone who is charming enough to live in the topsy-turvy world of the Supreme Court and stand firm to his beliefs, even if it's 1 against 8. So he fits all of those requirements. Mrs. Pelosi has made some wild allegations. He's against pure water and pure food. Here's what he's against. If the EPA wants to regulate a mud puddle in your backyard, under current law, you have to prove why they shouldn't be able to regulate. Under Judge Gorsuch and Justice Scalia's world, the EPA has to prove why they should be able to regulate. You tell me which is more fair.
It's fair, yeah, and he puts a person first in his renderings of the decisions, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know, and we know that there are 10 Democrats who are up for re-election next year in states that Trump won. I think 3 of those Democrats are saying no to the filibuster. I think it's Manchin, Heitkamp, and McCaskill. There's another issue, too, that just is breaking as well, Judge. I'd love to get your take on this. We have National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. He had really harsh words for Iran, which has been testing ballistic missiles that could reach Israel. Mike Flynn today really taking it to Iran. Let's take a listen.
Recent Iranian actions involving a provocative ballistic missile launch and an attack against a Saudi naval vessel conducted by Iran-supported Houthi militants underscore what should have been clear to the international community all along. As of today, we are officially putting Iran on notice.
So this could mean the sanctions could go back on, the snapback sanctions, right?
Well, a statement like that would never have been made without the consensus of the president's senior advisors, of whom General Flynn is one, and the president himself. So we will see if the get tough talk during the campaign will become the get tough action during the presidency. My guess is yes. I don't know what they're going to do. I would hope it would be incremental. I hope they wouldn't start lobbing missiles over there, because that'll cause a tremendous conflagration for which we in Israel and our other allies in the Middle East are not prepared. But Donald Trump is not going to back down from the get tough talk that comes out of his mouth or General Flynn's.
And it's the market reaction. I mean, the Strait of Hormuz, a lot of oil travels through there, Judge, right?
Right.
Thank you, Judge. It's always great
having
you on.
See you bright and early with Mr. Varney.
Mr. Varney.